Whiskey Hall, time for another Whiskey Hall.
I had no clue he was going to do that.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to talk about October's Whiskey Haul.
Yep. Thank God it slowed down from September.
Yeah. Actually, mine probably sped up a little bit.
Well, yeah, you were in town.
Yeah.
So that does help.
Yeah. It's definitely helpful to experience some things.
You know, really funny, I'm looking at my bottles I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. So out of my 8, 10-ish bottles I've gotten, half of them I traded for.
That's
basically.
Yeah.
Maybe close to half.
Yeah.
But overall couldn't be not upset about that one bit.
Yeah. What do you do with that?
You want me to start or you start?
You go ahead and start.
Okay. First one I'm going to talk about, the old Copper and Kings. Put in comments below. Also, while you're there, hit the like, subscribe, notifications. Let us know if you all want us to review this. So this will be one of the ones that we'll talk about reviewing. We might not. This is a brand new thing from Copper and Kings. You know, you'll see a lot of collabs that they've done and stuff like that. This is actually their first product, and I believe, if I remember right, it's a blend of like 5, 10, 15 years, 12 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Don't know the percentages of it.
Is this the evergreen pick?
Evergreen pick.
They didn't they do a Cox's?
No, this isn't pick. But funny thing, you say that though. So there's currently a competition going on right now between the Coxes on who gets the Daniel Weller for the bar.
Yeah.
And it's whoever can sell the most of these.
Oh, nice.
So basically, the store manager was like, hey, I'm going to need you to buy this.
I wonder
was like,
which store you got this one from.
Cox's Evergreen Nulu. Go buy all of them from Cox's Evergreen Nulu. If I need to repeat, go buy all of them from Cox's Evergreen Nulu. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, Cox's.
For the 7 people who will listen. Also,
this is finished in American apple brandy barrels. So that is kind of unique.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comments below if you guys would like to see a review of this. I don't know how many states it's in. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So
it's downtown. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the only thing I know. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start with the large one that we'll go through.
Oh, the biggest haul.
Yeah. This is from Still Austin. I don't know if these are in order, like if I'm putting them beside one another correctly, but there are 5 bottles from Still Austin. Shout out to Still Austin. Thank you for sending these to us. We always want to give shout outs to people, companies who are willing to send us stuff.
Yeah.
And with
support the channel.
Like with no expectations.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Like they didn't say like, review this or we'll, never do anything again. And so they were kind enough to send these for us to sample, and as you can see, we've sampled bits and pieces of them. I've only tried this one, which is just the straight rye. I really enjoyed it, so I'm anxiously I'll probably end up taking these home with me tonight to try them. But super stoked that they sent them to us. Yeah, and again, Still Austin, thank you so much for doing that. And then also, this is another one. If you'd like us to review any of these, like I think that's
that would actually also be really nice. So because what we would do is we'd probably just review every single one of them.
Yeah,
all together.
Yeah.
So
maybe even do a blind of them all, see which one we like the best.
Good.
Yeah. So anyway,
a bunch of different options.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Still Austin. Again, I'll keep saying that. Slide them over.
Left.
Slide them over.
Oh, all right. So my next one I'm going to do is a 4 Roses Barrel Strength OBSK Tier 6. This came from, I think it was Cox's Creek, the bottling shop there. Again, Dave kind of touched on this, I think sometime last month or something, where you don't really buy them anymore unless there's something like really looking for and stuff like that. I'm trying to collect all the Tier 6s for all the recipes for us to do a big project here. So this was just one of them I needed. This is what was the age statement on this? 8 year, 3 months. I was a little shocked on how young it was.
Yeah.
So, but, 4 Roses really doesn't miss when it comes to putting out a gift shop release. So
they don't.
I have high hopes for it.
Yep, for sure. Next one on the list is
Oh yeah, our cute little gift set.
our cute little gift set. We both actually got one of these.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to bring mine, so we are working this together. Just shout out to Bargetown. They are
And our
awesome.
boy Ron.
Yeah, Ron, awesome. We've been down to their new place in downtown Louisville. Just a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Really, really clean, awesome looking place.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we had a great experience. We did like a.
They even have cocktails I like.
Yeah,
You don't know how I don't like cocktails.
Yeah.
They did a good job with it.
We'll harken back to the old fashioned thing, and then you
Facts. That all 7 of you watched.
But yeah, awesome. If you ever get a chance, if you're in Louisville and you don't want to go all the way to Bargetown to see Bargetown, like Bourbon Company, just go to their shop up here.
We obviously recommend both, but we are so grateful that I am so grateful that they're in Louisville, because every release they're going to do at Bargetown, they'll also have it at the place in Louisville.
So he's 7 minutes from said shop.
Yes, worked out. We'll keep it on the Bargetown train really quick. This is Disco 11. This thing is awesome. So we haven't reviewed it yet. We have the review in. Spoiler alert, we do love it. This is...
Yes, we do.
Actually, I don't know. Maybe the review will be done by the time we...
Maybe.
Do this. I don't know. At some point in time, the review will be out for this.
Yep.
Telling you all right now, without doing any spoilers, that this is just really quick. This is all Kentucky blend again. And it hits.
It
so well.
Hits really, really nicely. My next one is Barrel. Just like Still Austin, Barrel has come out with their first non-cast strength release. I just got this a few days ago. Haven't tried it or anything like that, but definitely gonna look forward.
I don't know anything about it. I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying it. Barrel is always kind enough to send us their releases for us to try and review, and we will do so with this, because this is really interesting. This is like what I would hearken back to what I would say about Bardstown's origin series. Like this is a kind of a lower tier entry into Barrel, because Barrel is a...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, I like words for the most part. I like words. I like 3 out of the 4 words distilled from Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and then Maryland.
Yeah.
It's all bourbon. And then I like how also on the back here, it gives you the Kentucky's 8 years old, the Indiana's 5, 6, and 9, Tennessee's 8, and then the Maryland's 5 and 6. I don't recall them doing that. I think they've done it on some, but not all like that, how it's broken down. So, and then their derived mash bill is 73% corn, 23% rye, 4% malted barley. I really like that setup.
Yeah, we'll review this. I just think because this is a new thing on the block for them. I definitely want to get out there, and honestly, at 100 proof, it's like a great proof for like a what they're calling their foundation bourbon. So
yeah,
I think it's super cool.
That's probably like their entry into the market and stuff like that. Makes sense.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about this monster bottle.
Oh, yeah.
13th Colony Double Oak. This has become so during the months of allocation season. It's not uncommon for whenever you're going to go wait in line somewhere or you're in camp out for something, you might bring a box of whiskey, a bag of whiskey, whatever it is, right?
Yep.
This and another bottle I'm going to talk about here in a little bit has been like the 2 most requested bottles to bring. And you're looking right at the one that's requested. There's another one that you're requested to bring open. But this 13 Colony Double Oak, I don't want to say I wasn't a believer in the hype, because I talked to a lot of people that I trusted that said how great it was. And it legitimately, it is great.
I'm glad you own that bottle.
Yeah, I am too. And we had a friend send it to us, or get it to us, and I'm very grateful for that friend. So if you're watching, thank you.
As always, thank you. Next on the list is Jack Daniel's single barrel the twice barreled special release 2023. This is the rye. It comes in at a whopping 100 proof. A whopping 100 proof.
Yeah, whopping.
This is really good. I actually got this from a little shop in Mount Washington where I live.
Who says good whiskey drops don't happen out by you?
Every once in a while. And nothing against her and her shop, but most of her things have a tendency to be close to kind of full secondary. This one did not. I paid a little over what I would consider MSRP for it. Not too much over, but just a little bit. Was super stoked to get it. I passed on Blanton's, E.H. Taylor, all these other things.
As you should have.
Yeah, to snatch this one up. So I was really happy to get it.
All right, my next one. I guess I'll bring out all three of these just to kind of talk about them really quick.
I feel like this has been a monthly special. Like just from now until they decide to stop putting these out, just assume that Zach's going to have one of these in his monthly get. So,
I hope.
Yeah.
But here's what's really funny. I only got one of these from the distillery. The other two I traded for.
Oh, okay.
So, I can't remember which one I got, but not that it matters.
Yeah.
But I traded like the other ones. I forget what I think I traded one for. I want to say I traded one for like that. Like I had like a Willet Rye laying around. I traded one of those for it, and then I forget what I traded the other one for. Again, not that and I traded with people I knew that I was friends with, so it's not like I'm just putting out stuff I want to trade. But at the same time, I'm very happy I'm getting these. They're all the 23s, and literally Dave looks at me all the time. He's like, "So, just getting another."
I just assume he's getting one every month.
Look, here's a good thing though. He pretty much knows I'm just going to bring it over to drink pretty much all the time. So,
yep, that's so true.
My goal is I want 100. If anybody's out there asking.
That's a good goal to have. Next on my list is the old Fitz 10. Got a call from a guy who just was like, "Hey, they're about to release." He was like, "Hey, they're releasing old Fitz 10, I think." Or you didn't think it was?
No, I think I sent you the picture of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had 150 of these.
And so I left the office. I was working. I left the office right away, went, and there were probably still 35 or 40 of them after I got there. I tried to call all of the people who are around me. I was like, "Hey, if you come to Heaven Hill, you get this."
I love whenever occasionally, and there's a very small amount of you, it's like, "Oh, you had an inside source, you had an inside source." Most of the time, our inside source is, "Hey, did you see this picture that was posted on Facebook? Here you go.
Yeah.
Here, hey, they have like 150 of these. If you're available, go. You will get one.
You will get one.
This is one of the very few releases. I was actually here at home.
Yeah.
I had things I couldn't leave from home. If I could have left, I would have, and I would have went down there, and that would have been one of the few times I could have drove from basically right outside the city of Louisville on the north side of Louisville.
Yeah.
And got down there and made it into time, I think.
Yeah.
So, because they lasted about an hour in the open. All right. So, next two. The Parker's 10-year-old rye, cast strength. Love this, unlike my boy Dan, who hated it. Whenever I sent Dan and Sean some samples, Sean really liked it. Dan did not like it at all. He hated it. I love him to death. I totally agree. I totally disagree with him. I think these are great. I think they're awesome. Probably Rye of the Year, at least in my book. It doesn't really have a ton of competition, to be fair. But because we reviewed very few ryes this year.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's been very few allocated ryes come out.
Yeah, depending on what E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye does. If it ever shows its face or whatever, we'll probably see it in like next 6 years.
Yeah.
I think this is great. Like we have done we've recorded and done the review, so I'm not gonna give too much stuff away. But huge fan of it. Enjoy it tremendously. People have been asking me, is it better than the double barrel blend? Probably not, but it's still really freaking great.
Yeah.
In the trade I traded like 5 bottles to get this.
Yeah.
With our buddy, John.
All right. So we'll both, I guess, do this one. William Heaven Hill 17 year. Was lucky enough to go down, was it yesterday?
Halloween.
It was a Halloween release.
It was
and there was a question on what it was. It was like this big, what is it going to be? As a matter of fact, he was probably 30 people ahead of me in line. And once we actually got inside, no one in the back, nobody really still knew what it was. And so I texted him, I was like, what is it? Because I heard somebody say Old Fitz, and I was like, Old Fitz. Well, I already got an Old Fitz. And then I texted him.
Because now they're back to taking IDs at Heaven Hill, thankfully. And so now you can't just go down there and camp every single day and just start racking up on bottles. It's only back to one per basically ID.
Yeah.
Ever.
And so I texted him at the front of the line. I said, what is it? He sent me a picture, and I was like, thank you that it is the William Heaven Hill 17.
Yeah, so we posted about it yesterday. We posted on all of our other places, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Not TikTok, because you can't post pictures on TikTok. But follow us all on all those platforms at Bourbon Kingdom. Anyways, we went down. You know, Heaven Hill, if you've been in the game long enough, you know Heaven Hill has done stuff in the past on Halloween.
Yeah.
Not always, but some.
Yeah.
I was off, so I was like, I'm gonna go down there. I wasn't first in line, and you know, I was towards the front, but I wasn't first. And I didn't know if they were gonna do anything. Like legitimately, guys, like I didn't know if they would do anything or not. I told him, I said, hey man, if you're available, you might want to like swing by because I'm gonna go down there. And we didn't know, but they came out. They said, hey guys, we're going to let y'all line up through like the little like museum part of it. And I was like, I don't know what it is, but it's going to be good.
Yes.
So
that's exactly what I thought too.
So we knew at that point in time, they let us line up like around like 8:25 or something?
I got there at like 8:05, I think, somewhere right around there. And then I probably waited for 20, 25 minutes. So it was 8:30-ish,
8:30, 8:40 or whatever. So they let us line up. They let us in the warm because it was freezing cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we knew they had done two event tours, where they had released this. So that was kind of the hope. You know, we didn't get in any of those event tours. So, you know, with that being said, you know, we didn't know. We just had a guess.
Yeah.
And again, we got lucky that it was this. Because like what you're saying, if it would have been Old Fitz, you wouldn't have been able to get it.
I don't know if they took my ID the last time. I might have been able to get it this time because they were definitely taking IDs and inputting information this time.
And then I've gotten the Parker's one time. So I would have been out on that. So which you would have been able to get. So it was kind of like one of those, this is the only way we both could have scored.
Yeah.
So,
which I'm glad that's what it was.
No doubt. So
for
thank you, Heaven Hill, by the way. Thank you for doing that. That was super cool.
Yep.
You know,
thank you for letting us in early.
That too. There used to be a lot of awesome places around here that would do cool stuff on Halloween.
Yeah.
And a lot of it just has went away.
Yeah.
So, all right. My last one, very controversial bottle at that.
It's the bottle I hate the most.
For a lot of different reasons. Wild Turkey Generations. This bottle to me, there's been like some bottles that I've had debate if it's good or bad. There's been some bottles that's had like some heat with it because it, you know, who it was produced by or whatever. This all comes down to the money aspect of it, and there's a lot of hate for it. And by the way, I'm not saying like $450, like maybe you should be getting a lot of hate for it for that cost. But spoiler alert, guys, it's pretty awesome. It's good. It's a pretty good bourbon. Like, and I wish it wasn't the price it was, but it is. So
I honestly wish it wasn't as good as it is. That's more the thing that makes it makes me the most angry.
I know.
Honestly speaking,
it would make not wanting to like this bottle and not wanting to get this bottle a whole lot better.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll save a lot of that for the review.
Yep,
So,
for sure.
Anyways, that's our whiskey all for the month. So let us know what you all loved, what you all didn't love, or what
you got.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing what you all get. Like I love.
I do love hearing that
I
too.
love in the comments being able to see like what you all got in your all's parts of the world where you are. It's always kind of cool to see that. So
I
keep
agree.
them coming. We love to hear them. Hit the like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Let us know all that good stuff. Helps us out. We love seeing your all's input. So till next time,
We'll see you.
We'll see you.